Hey C fans, it's Raina. You should see me in a crown. Big shout out to my girl Caitlin Koo, who is known on Facebook as Caden Ivy's Magical Misfits. She does some really cool costuming work, and she made me this beautiful crown, and I did a fun photo shoot with her. My Patreons can see all the behind the scenes. Check it out, patreon.com/RainaMermaid. So today we're going to be talking about mermaid hair, and I want to give the disclaimer. Look, this lights up. It's so great. I can turn it off or on. There's my ADD. On, off. I want to give the disclaimer that I have already done quite a few videos on wigs, and I've done a blog on wigs. So check out my YouTube playlist, So You Want to Be a Mermaid, and there are a few videos there about wigs, and also on mermaidreina.com there is a blog tutorial about wigs. I'm going to talk about them a teeny tiny bit today, but because I've been getting so many awesome compliments on my great hair, because it is great, it's taken me a very long time to get it this way, I wanted to tell you a little bit about how I've been managing it. When I first started mermaiding, I didn't really understand how to care for my hair, and I wouldn't wash the chlorine out of it right away. I would wash it, but sometimes I'd be tired after gigs and I'd take a nap or something and I wouldn't wash it, or I'd go to bed and wash it the next day. It was not good. So I've had short hair so many times in the mermaid industry, specifically because I killed my hair and didn't understand I killed it. Early on in my mermaid career, because the chlorine kept turning it blonde, I decided to try and go blonde. And what I was envisioning in my mind was like the platinum blonde, but I didn't know that was what it was called. This was before platinum blonde was like a really big thing the way it is now. So I had a hairdresser take me from red to like strawberry blonde, and she said, every time you come in, we'll do your roots and we'll bleach it just a little bit more. Like, we have to do it in stages. You can't just go from dark color hair to like beautiful white hair. I didn't really understand that, and I had a friend in hair school at the time, and I would let her bleach my hair, and she would just bleach it. No toner, just bleach it, and we would be in the pool, and then one time I got at the pool and I grabbed my hair and it just came out in huge clumps, and I ended up having to cut my hair short in 2012 to a pixie cut because of all of this, and then grow it all out again. It has taken me since 2012 to grow it out this long. I have a video from 2015 where I have a hairstylist talking about caring for your hair, and we're videotaping her while she's trimming my hair, and she basically had to trim it to my chin in order to get rid of all the chlorine damage. So I have not dyed my hair since 2015, and then I started dyeing it again in 2019, only because I have an awesome stylist who's helped me take care of it. So I want to give a shout out to Cassandra Colors on Instagram. She uses Pulp Riot and all kinds of other awesome products, and she has helped me basically save my hair. I grew my bangs out, as you can see, which I think I'm gonna get them back again because I have an idea. I just have like a massive cowlick, so I hate that. But basically, my real hair color is an auburn brown, and I embrace the red, and the red kind of fills that yellowy bleach that I get from being in the pool. So when I have a gig, I wear wigs, and I've got one of my wigs here. I don't take the best care of my water wigs because they look messy on land anyway, and they're gonna go in the water. My wigs are made, custom made for me by a local artist, and if you have the opportunity to do something like that, it's worth every penny, because these are actually made to my measurements, so they fit on my head really well. There's lots of extra combs in there to make them fit really nicely. It just shapes my face really well. It's made for me instead of something generic online, and I find it lasts a bit longer. So I rinse my hair with cold water when I'm home, and then I'll put it in braids or buns, and I'll put it all up so that there's sort of less surface that can be exposed. I put a wig cap on, and then I put the wig on and I style the wig and I do my thing. Then when I get out of the pool, I take the wig off and rinse it with cold water, and then I start to wash my hair, and I wash my hair twice with Redken All Soft Mega Shampoo. It's nourishment for severely dry hair, and it is color safe. So I'll usually do it twice, and that's really helpful. I bought a scalp massager thing that you can get right in there too, because when you are in the chlorine all the time, you can get dry scalp. I don't have dandruff, but I do get dry, itchy scalp from the chlorine because it dries out everything. Then I have the conditioner, the All Soft Mega Conditioner, and it's the same thing. That's what I use just for normal maintaining my hair, but when I get out of a gig, what I use is the Redken Extreme Mega Mask treatment for colored hair and distressed hair, and it's awesome. It's actually like a blue and a white, and you have to squeeze it in the center to get the two out, and I'll leave that on for 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll wash my hair again. When I'm gonna blow dry my hair, they also have 10-in-1 spray, and my bottle actually broke, so this is not the right bottle for it, but it's this Redken all-in-one spray, and it's a detangler, and it also protects against the heat damage and all that great stuff. It's a leave-in conditioner, so just get yourself one of those all-in-one sprays, and it's really good for if you need to blow dry your hair. My hair is really, really thick, so I do need to blow dry it, and actually I get my hair thinned pretty regularly because it's so thick. I break brushes trying to get them through this. And right now I've got a fun ombre going on, and I've been changing the colors on the bottom, and I've only been able to do that because my hairstylist has been taking such good care of my hair. Now, it's not cheap to go to a hairstylist, but I have lost my hair so many times. If you are working at the level that I am working in chlorine pools, because it's Canada, right? I can only swim outside like 2 months of the year if I'm lucky. All of my gigs are indoor in stinky chemically pools. So investing in my hair is important, and because I'm registered self-employed as a performer, I can actually write off my hair care and a percentage of my haircuts and hair colors because I'm doing things to my hair that I wouldn't normally be doing if I wasn't working as a mermaid. So you'll have to look into what the specifics are like in your state or your province and your country, whatever. It's good to talk to a tax expert. If you are American, we have this awesome friend, Joseph McGarry. He's on Facebook, and he is a accountant, and he knows mermaid stuff inside out. It's his passion, so he's a really good person to talk to. But basically, I can write off a percentage of it. The shampoo and conditioner is kind of expensive, and I can write that off as well because it's not something I would normally buy for my hair. I could just use regular stuff, but this is the expensive stuff because I need it in order to keep my hair from falling off my head. So that's kind of cool. For maintaining my wigs, I keep one wig for dry gigs, and that is a wig that I keep nice and brushed and finger combed and really pretty. And then I keep one for wet gigs, and my one for wet gigs, I'm not too worried about it because it's just gonna get tangled underwater anyway. It does hold its shape. I'm not sure what she does to make it hold its shape. It's synthetic hair because if you have real hair, it's just gonna get damaged in the water, the chlorine again. And then I found this really great product that I bought at a hair school, and it's awesome for the wigs. I know a lot of people like to use the cheap versions and use fabric wash, fabric soap, and fabric softener, but I find that the fabric softener actually builds up over time and the wigs get really gross feeling. So this is actually a shampoo and conditioner made specifically for synthetic wigs. It's put out by a company called First Lady Wigs, and it's Wig Essentials Professionals, and it's just, this is the Renew Wig Shampoo, the Revive Wig Conditioner. You use it the same way you would use the fabric softener, where you soak the wig with a little bit of each until it has like a chance kind of like overnight for all the buildup. And honestly, when I do that and then I finger comb my wigs, they look like new. I haven't done it to this one because I use this one, it's just going back in the water anyway. There's no sense in putting a lot of effort into it because it's gonna be my water wig. But for the stuff that I wear on dry land, that's what I'll do, and it breathes new life into them. It's really amazing. Some people are really talented at making and fixing wigs, and they'll take apart old wigs and put new wefts into their other wig, their main wig or whatever, and just kind of, again, breathe new life into it. You can write off your wigs if you're claiming all this stuff on your taxes, so this is a legitimate business expense for me. It's part of my costume, and I wear it to protect my real hair, so that's what I do. But I really appreciate all of the awesome compliments I've been getting on my hair. I don't really know much about hairstyling because I have dyspraxia, so I'm not the best at styling my own hair. I bought one of those curling irons that sucks the hair up and then curls it for you because I'm not coordinated enough. I do have a hair straightener. My hair is really thick, so it takes me forever to straighten my hair, like over an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. So I don't do it very often because my hair is pretty straight to begin with, but it looks nice and sleek and shiny when I use the hair straightener. And again, Cassandra is the queen of doing stuff with that. But basically the message I want to give you here is if you are gonna be doing mermaiding in chlorine pretty hardcore, I really think you should budget for your hair. I've been doing this 11 years and I have barely had long hair for it, and it's because it's taken me so many issues and trial and error and chopping it all off before I figured out what worked for me. Now, the products I recommended are what worked for me. It might be good for you to go and actually get your hair assessed by a professional, and different places do different things. Cassandra is a really high up level stylist, so she's more experienced with certain things that maybe other people aren't, so it's good to find someone who is experienced. And it can be pretty pricey. It can be between like $150 and $200 for me to get my hair done, and I'll do that every 8 weeks. I try to stretch it, and then sometimes if I can get away with it, I'll just get my roots done or something. But I have learned that if I want to keep my hair, it is something I have to invest in. There's a really great thread on Mer Network, Mer Care for Mer Hair, and some of the mermaids who have really long hair have left all their different suggestions and ideas and products that they've tried. I remember somebody writing in there about using grapeseed oil and how wonderful it's been. People who dye their hair with henna instead of chemical dyes. There's all kinds of really awesome options out there. Just be careful, because your hair is your hair, and if you have to chop it off, it's gone. And it took me a very long time to grow mine back out. Our hair goes through growth cycles, so sometimes you will not be in a growth cycle, so you won't have very much luck. But I really appreciate all of the compliments I've been getting. I'm gonna get the bangs back again. I know that people like me without bangs, but I find that I have such a big forehead without bangs, and I feel like I look younger when I have bangs, and I do miss them, even though they can be annoying because of my calic. But Cassandra and I have this really cool hairstyle in mind that we're gonna do in March, so I'm excited for you to see that, and it's gonna look cool. But yeah, that's my video about hair care. Again, check out my other videos on hair and wig. Check out my blogs on merwrangler.com, because I have a couple of things on there about your hair and your wig too, and I've also got a video showing how to put wigs on, so definitely check that out. Do you have any hair care tips? What do you do to take care of your hair? Do you think there's any unique issues besides chlorine that mermaids face? How do you solve them? Tell me, share it with me. So thank you so much. Check us out on patreon.com/RainaMermaid. Please like and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram, it's HFX Mermaid, and best fishes.